Hello, welcome back. My apologies for taking a second. My apologies. I quickly had to set up quickly. And, I quickly, a short break to go to the bathroom as well. I go to the bathroom and then I start drinking again immediately. Because, like Alf stuff. Don't question me. Do not question me. Anyhow, right. So there aren't a lot of transfer updates. It's a bit dead right now, to be honest, transfer-wise. But there was a few things about like backroom staff that was actually interesting. So that's what we're gonna talk about. The backroom staff that's changing around and stuff. So let's hope that these guys coming in, by the way, are good. Because some of these names I don't actually know that much about. Now, I want to talk about backroom staff first. Big up to him already in here. Hello, welcome back. Where is the backroom staff stuff? I want to talk about that first. There's a fish. Why do I have this in here? Quote unquote a fish. I guess we're gonna talk about that later. Right, so we know this season the backroom staff at Man City has simply not been good enough. We've had some very disappointing assistants. The set piece coach for a long time has been terrible. We have not taken good set pieces since Mikel Arteta left, actually. Mikel Arteta left, and we haven't taken a good set piece since he left. So, yeah. I just realized that. We stopped taking good set pieces when Mikel Arteta left. Has anyone ever thought about that? Bro, I'm just saying. Since Mikel Arteta left, we haven't had good set pieces. But yeah, we've had poor set piece coaches. We've had poor assistant managers. They are out of the club, thank God. And we are replacing them. With actual pure quality. So, what can I say? I'm happy about that. I hope that these guys come in. By the way, Fernandinho coming back. I'll talk about that in a second. I hope these guys come in and challenge Pep. Tell Pep I disagree. Because Lilo sits on the bench, agrees with Pep too much. I hope they talk English, by the way. Lilo did not talk English, even though he was here for 2 years. How are you in Manchester for 2 years on a job? You don't learn English? Bit wild. But yeah, I hope these guys speak English. I'm not sure how good these guys are. I'm not gonna waffle to you and say, yeah, these guys are this good or that good. But new backroom staff, I'd rate that. Replace the old, get in the new. Now what I can say is Fernandinho is coming back, and Fernandinho, we all know Fernandinho. We all love him. He's such a professional. And Fernandinho, yeah, I have waited for the day he comes back. The day he left this club. Holding that Premier League trophy, by the way. Saying, I knew he will be back. And when he comes back, he will be manager. Now he's assistant manager. But he's just, you know, some players, yeah? You just get a feel from some players that they're gonna be managers. Usually midfielders. Take Vincent Kompany. He started his career as a midfielder. Take De Bruyne. He's a midfielder. Fernandinho. Pep. These defensive midfielders, they make for good managers. I'm just saying. So, Fernandinho coming back to the club as well. This club got a new manager. Bowden Fish FC. Cherki FC, we will be there. We'll get to that in a second. Yaya Toure is not going back under Pep. Yaya Toure hates Pep. Like, it's actual generational hatred between them two. I understand why Toure hates Pep. Pep kind of mistreated Toure, let's be honest. The treatment Toure got was simply not fair. But, yeah. New backroom staff, I'm excited about that. Now, Money FC. I know most people don't care. It's extra money. No, we're not accountants and all of that, but it is extra money. We are getting 20% from the 30 million for Liam Delap. So that's not a lot. That's like that's 6 million. I mean, that's 6 million extra. Like, you're paying someone's wages, 6 million. You're paying wages for them, okay? To one particular player who's on a bit lower wages. Manchester City. This is where we get to the interesting. This is the interesting news, guys. Manchester City made contact to start initial talks with Ryan Cherki. So, again, the way they word this is confusing. He's top of the list with Morgan Gibbs-White. So, together or separate? Like, this is where I don't get what they're trying to say. Like, please word this properly. Are we getting him together with Gibbs-White? Are we getting him or Gibbs-White? I rate both. I think Gibbs-White is a solid player. If we don't get him, we don't get him. I'm not that desperate for him. But this wording is a bit weird to me. I did my glazing on... big up to the field, by the way. I did my glazing on Cherki yesterday, so I won't glaze him today. All I need to say is I absolutely rate him. I don't know who this is, to be honest. We also got money from Sunderland, 2 million. Why did we get money from Sunderland? So I guess that's 8 million. We sold Peroni to Como. We sold Jacob Wright to Norwich, I believe. So we're getting in the money. We are collecting money. We are raising that budget. So Cherki, by the way, talking about budget, he is 25 million. I'm not sure that that's 25 million pounds or 25 million euros, but he's 25 million. That's extremely cheap. That is extremely cheap for a player of his talent, and he's versatile. Pep loves a player who can play 2 positions. That is this guy. This guy, you put him in the 8, he'll be good. 6, or well, maybe not as a 6, but as a 10, he'll be good. Right wing, left wing, false 9, pure striker, second striker, he'll be good. This guy is such pure quality. Patrick Roberts. Wait, sorry. Cherki scored against Man United and Liverpool. You will be there. You will be there. What about Patrick Roberts? I think Cherki is gonna be a big surprise, but Gibbs-White, honestly, I'm not sure if Cherki is gonna be a surprise. Everyone knows his quality. Gibbs-White is not average. He's above average. And now, above average is not Man City's benchmark. Man City's benchmark is elite. However, I feel like people sometimes forget that you can't have 2 world-class players every position. So, like, people, you know how people say 2 world-class players every position? That doesn't happen. Like, it just doesn't happen. So, oh, we got a clause if they got promoted. Okay. I didn't even hear about that. Like, I know they got promoted. I didn't actually know about this. I'm guessing we have a player on loan there. I'm guessing that's why we got 2 million. But Gibbs-White is not an average player. You have him as a rotational player. He can play right wing, left wing, attack midfield, 8. He can run, he's an engine. You bring him off the bench for 30 minutes. You are trailing a goal. You need some fire on that pitch. You bring him on. Like, this is not a bad play. We need to have play. We need to have a structure, a hierarchy. If the players on the bench think we are too good to be on the bench, they won't want to be on the bench. Take Julian Alvarez. Now you can say, and I get it, if they don't want to stay, sell them. I get that. But I think sometimes people undervalue how important chemistry is, and if the club's bench changes every window, then there's no chemistry between the bench players and themselves and starting 11. So, oh, we sold Patrick Roberts to Sunderland. Okay, thank you, I see. So Yeah, I think some players who are not quite the elite level are necessary sometimes, just to have on the bench. It feels like Jetki is a must versus Morgan Gibbs White. Would be a good addition. Yeah, I agree. Jetki is a must, Morgan Gibbs White is a good addition. I completely agree. We should get Jetki, Reinders, Aitnuri before the Club World Cup. Jetki, because of the situation with his contract, like 25 million release clause, gentleman's agreement, whichever it is, 25 million, that's most important for us. This guy comes in, you're cooking. Like, I don't know what more I can say about Jetki, to be honest. I've done all my glaze yesterday. I won't repeat myself because then I'm just a broken record. I can tell you how good this guy is, but here's the truth. If you haven't watched him, you won't get it until you watch him. He's just generational. And I don't say that a lot. I don't say generational quickly. Jetki is generational. And next season, I really expect to see a lot from him. And I think Man City wants this guy desperately. That's Man United's links to Jetki. That ain't happening. Man United is not getting Jetki, let's be honest. We are the loudest call right now for Jetki. We need to get this guy over the line, because I don't know who we go for if Jetki falls out of the 8. I really don't know who we get. Unless we go with a double 8 system, then maybe Gibbs White and Morgan Rogers, but that's not great. That's way more expensive than Jetki and not as good quality-wise. Jetki is a must for me. It really is. After he flops that word deal, I want Jetki. I prefer him as a right winger, but you put him attacking midfield, he'll be great too. So why not? I just want to see this man at Man City, bro. I just want to see him feeding Haaland. And I said earlier, my birthday is the 1st of June. Give me a birthday present. 1st of June, the window opens. Give me a birthday present with Ryan Jetki. Come on, I'm not asking for too much. Just 25 million. I don't speak French, so let me translate this. Ilkay Gundogan. Well, I do speak a bit of French, actually. I could probably read this without translating. Ilkay Gundogan is in Istanbul to buy a villa and left Galatasaray fairly recently. Is that what that says? Okay. My French is not the greatest. I tried with French. But yeah. Ilkay Gundogan is looking for a villa in Istanbul. You know what? Osimhen is in Galatasaray right now. Go to Galatasaray. Go win some titles. That's what I would say to Gundogan. Go see out the end of your career lifting silverware, collecting some extra medals. Even if it's like in a lesser league. Warm weather, by the way. Warmer weather is very good for your muscles. It really helps your muscles when you're in warmer weather. So Gundogan, yeah, going to some warmer weather, it will help him out. It will. So yeah, get him there. That's what I would say. Get him there. See you at the end of your career. Have a few years extra in your career because you're in warm weather, playing some football in the country. Well, not his home country. He's German, but he's got like Turkish ancestry. So go play in the country of your ancestors. Go win a Turkish league title. That will mean a lot to him, I reckon. He's won the German league title. He's half German, half Turkish. Go win the Turkish league title, and now you've completed the set. I'm sure that will be important for him. So big up to Gundogan. Respect, we should have never brought him back in my opinion, but we're beating a dead horse now. I'll miss Gundogan again, and I just hope he has a good end to his career, really. And we've got this news. I disagree. When we sign English players, we don't always utilize them properly. And we need English players, by the way. We need English players. That's a homegrown rule. We need at least 7 English players. So I disagree, to be honest. Some players have struggled for us. That's true. But we've also had many good English players. So, like, you know what we need to do? When we buy an English player, play them in their position. Calvin Phillips never played. Neither did Jack Rodwell play a lot. Sinclair I can't really justify. Stones, his second season, and everything after that was incredible. So, not every player hits the ground running. Grealish, it's a bit of a complicated matter, but we need homegrown players in the end. Morgan Gibbs-White is a homegrown player if we do go and get him. So, I think it's a player-to-player basis. I don't think you can say, oh, it's an English player, so they'll be bad. Like, it's player-to-player basis, in my opinion. With Jetki, we are getting a baller. He needs to hit the... No. No. Let us not do this. Let us not do this. If he does not hit the ground running, does that change the fact that he's a baller? Because the Premier League... Well, there is a good interview with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic explains what is the difference between the Premier League, Serie A, Liga 1, La Liga, and all of that stuff. And he says, when you arrive in the Premier League, it's boom, boom, boom. Quick, pace, powered. Even when you're a technical player, you will need time to adjust. Zlatan Ibrahimovic said that. And Jetki is a baller. This guy will struggle in the first month. He's coming from Ligue 1. Ligue 1 is a very slow league. And he's got a European experience, absolutely. He's a baller. The first month, this guy will get humbled. Jetki will get humbled, and then he'll pick up his game. It's what they say humble, eh? Pick up to Haaland. Pick up to Sim. I'm sorry for the absolute butchering of your name. Sim Hatgu. I'm sorry for how I pronounce that. Thank you for subscribing. Big up, my guy. Love your channel. Thank you a lot. I do appreciate that a lot. I do agree. My worries would be the pressure from outside. I get that. But honestly, Jetki seems like the guy who wouldn't care. Yeah, he's cold. Yes, but you're absolutely right here, Alf. Yeah, we're on the same page then, but fans can be a bit too reactionary. Say I know, irony, I know, but like, fans can be a bit reactionary to that. Jetki is gonna need time. Jetki will need a month of time. It's not a lot, it's like 1 month. He'll need a month of time to get used to the Premier League pace. And I'm not too worried about the Premier League. We get top 4 comfortably, not last day of the season, but comfortably, with like 5 games to spare. We make a deep Champions League run, go win a cup, whether that is the Champions League itself, or the FA Cup, or Carabao Cup. Just win any cup. Then I'm fine. Next season, I'm not expecting to win the treble. I'm not expecting us to win the treble yet. I'm expecting us to build back up. 1 season, win a trophy, be good in Champions League, get top 4 comfortably. That is what I'm looking for. And then the season after that, we can go and win the Premier League again. That is what my outlook is. So before we go, Phil Foden caught his heaviest fish ever caught even. That is a beautiful card, by the way. I don't know if you guys go fishing. I go fishing quite a bit. That is a beautiful card. I've caught some carp, but like, I fish with like, I don't know what you call it in English, like Vassehengel. I don't know what you call that in English, but like, we don't have a reel. So you can't catch a carp this big. But my cousin goes reel fishing sometimes, and he's caught some absolute beautiful, fish. I need to go buy a proper fishing rod with a reel on it, and learn how to use it, because it's difficult to learn that, by the way. I love fishing, but it's good to see Foden improving his fishing game. Foden has obviously had it difficult this season. That's not an excuse, by the way. He's had it difficult, not an excuse. A fact, just a fact of the matter. He will need time. He will need time to come back into that. I don't know what else I can say about that, to be honest. He'll need a bit of time to come back into that. So, cheers to him. Cheers to Foden. I hope next season he can come back to his best. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised, to be brutally honest. He's dealing with a lot. And he's dealing with health issues, which don't always recover from them. Dele Alli, that's a good example. Remember him. Sometimes you don't recover from this stuff. So, Foden, again, it's not an excuse. But he will, I just hope next season, because I do love Foden. Boss, no homo. I do love Foden. I hope next season he can be back to what he was. I don't know what his role is in this team, to be honest. I don't know if he's a right winger, if he's a left winger, if he's a midfielder. I don't know what his role is. But I just hope next season he can have a role again. And we can sing his praises again. And we can say again, better than Bukayo Saka. Because let's be honest, he won Player of the Year. Not last year, 2024. He won Player of the Season. He is a baller. He is better than Bukayo Saka. Hold that, Arsenal fans. Just an off-season. Form is temporary, class is permanent. I think we'll be fine without him, to be honest. We're just that type of team that cope with losing players. But yeah, I would love to have him back. Foden will be back. Confident Hurdle here. I can feel it. Sometimes you just feel it in your bones, don't you? I don't, but not on this case, but I'll trust your bones. Haaland up top, Marmoush, Foden, Cherki behind him. That's just delicious, isn't it? That's just a delicious lineup. I did make a lineup, by the way. And what I had is like Cherki attacking midfield, Foden. Now I'm struggling. This is not the stream to do this. This is not the stream to do this, but like I have like a system in mind, but I don't know how to explain it. I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to explain it, right? And I have like Foden in midfield, and then Cherki and Marmoush on the wings. But Foden will overlap with Marmoush or with Cherki, kind of like De Bruyne used to do with the wingers. And they'll drift into midfield and cut inside, so they can score and they can play quick 1-2s with Foden. That's the system I have in mind. I'll talk more about that tomorrow in Blue Friday show. But now though, we are going to redirect to Zeer for European heavyweight show. I will be on. I won't be on for long, I'll be 30 minutes. I'll be there for 30 minutes. We are redirecting there. I will be there. Go push Zeer to 900. He's this close to 900 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do so. I'm very close to 850. I'm at 849. We're one away. Big up to whoever just subscribed. So if you haven't already, subscribe to me. It does mean the world to me. Big up to Hurdle. This is the last thing I read. My reasoning is this. If you play Foden in the 10 and it works, that will be deadly. Cherki Marmoush will function as stands anyways. Yeah, it's this. I'm thinking like the same kind of stuff, really. I'm thinking the same kind of stuff as well. Anyhow, that is it for me. But not the last. We are redirecting to Zeer. I will be on for 30 minutes on Zeer's channel.